have not been spared by the ravaging drought. Meru County boss Isaac Mutuma has for this reason appealed for urgent food relief from the national government to save the locals.
Zile mipango ya kuleta chakula katika sehemu ambazo zinahitaji chakula, Meru iwe ni mojawapo ya eneo ambazo zinafikiriwa zaidi. Naomba serikali yetu kuu itufikirie na itukumbuke kwa njia hiyo.
The situation is also dire as approximately 600,000 people in Meru County are currently in need of relief food, with the numbers expected to rise if the crisis is not appropriately addressed.
In the next 1 or 2 months, we shall be doing the supplementary budgets, and the key components, the key areas of consideration will be to buy food supplies for our people.
John Kahiro for Lunchtime News.
In other news, twin brothers from Mochema village in Kwale County have been left behind as their peers transition to grade 10 after their family failed to raise the required school fees. Despite posting rather impressive results and securing admission to a senior secondary school, the twins now face an uncertain future. The two had successfully changed schools and secured admission at Kaya Tiwi Senior Secondary School, raising hopes of continuing their education. However, financial constraints have forced them to put their academic dreams on hold. Instead of reporting to school, the twins now spend their days helping their mother collect and sell firewood in a bid to raise money for tuition and meet basic household needs. The family is appealing for support to enable the twins to resume their studies and secure a better future through education.
Tukipata mteja tuziuza ndo tuongeze pesa, labda kama sitatosha tutapata nusu ya kwenda shule. Natamani nipate usaidizi ni masomo, maana najua naweza, kwa sababu marks niliyopata pia mazuri. Nilikuwa hivi hali ngumu, mara naenda mara siendi, nafuta na pesa nikija saa ndogo, lakini na siku nyingi.
Watoto watakana uko shule watakana kama 100,000 na 1000 ngapi, maana ni watoto wawili. Na mimi sina uwezo kupata hizo pesa, maana mimi sina kazi yangu ni kufulia watu, kufua nguo na kutafuta kuni. Na sina kazi nyingine ya kupata pesa.
Wamekuwa watoto wenye bidii shuleni, tumewafurahia, ingawaje wamekuwa na changamoto za maisha. Wakiwa huko chini hawakuwa wanahudhuria vizuri.
Still on education matters, private schools have been challenged to expand their infrastructure to accommodate the growing number of students transitioning to the next level under the CBC system. The managing director of Mbale Shalom Academy, Esther Muhanji, says private schools play a pivotal role in complementing the government-sponsored learning institutions. Subsequently, Muhanji said her school has embarked on plans to expand its infrastructure and construct additional classrooms to accommodate the growing number of learners transitioning into junior high school and grade 10. She at the same time congratulated grade 9 learners for their outstanding performance in their recently released examinations. Her sentiments were echoed by the school's head teacher, Doreen Majanga, who revealed that out of 68 grade 9 candidates, 60 learners have secured admission into national schools.
I want to thank all of you for coming back for term 1. We did well in our KBC exams of last year. All learners had 100% pass. And we are also having the KBC candidates of 2025 who also did an excellent work. And we want to encourage all of us to work very hard in this term, and we believe all is going to be well.
By the end of this year, we shall put up another high-rise building, of which the plans are on the way. That will help them to have enough rooms for other things.
In this school, learning is taking place so well. We have got a conducive environment for learning, for both learners and also for teachers. The materials for learning are very sufficient. very enough and very good.
And on health matters, the government is rolling out a quality care national program dubbed the Kenya Quality Model for Health Plus in a bid to strengthen quality in the delivery of primary health care. Principal Secretary in charge of Public Health and Professional Standards, Meru is presiding over the exercise in Kisumu. And we now cross over to Kisumu and listen in where she is currently speaking.
And their care is documented. When a mother in West Pokot delivers, she is safe from preventable infection and any complications that are recognized, they are done that early. So ladies and gentlemen, this program has its phases and we shall follow that. And as I conclude, I want a call to action that we need to urge everybody to come on board. Integrate quality improvement into planning, allocate resources. I'm very happy with the lady who talked about planning. It's not just about planning at the county government. You also need to be present when the whole budget process is in the process, so that we do not miss essential budgets for quality of care. You know, quality of care is more like software. So it's likely to be forgotten. We may not forget the infrastructure of the hospitals that we are putting up, but we are likely to forget about the software, part of dignity, care, quality care, because it cannot be seen. So we want to remind everybody to come on board during budgetary process and ensure you're able to inject the right kind of budgets that are required for quality of care. To our healthcare workers, tunawajua, tunawasikia. I want to ask you to embrace this program, not as an external demand, but as a professional commitment. Because every checklist completed, every hand washed correctly, every medicine stored safely, and every patient treated with respect is a life protected. To our partners and stakeholders, we thank you. We really do. And I want to ask you to continue aligning your support to national priorities, strengthening systems rather than substituting them. We do not want any partner who is working in silos. We want partners who are aligning with our national priority. We already know what we want as a government. And when I talk about government, I'm talking about national government and county government.
That is the Principal Secretary for Health and Professional Standards, Meru, rolling out the Kenya Quality Model for Health Plus, which is expected to strengthen service delivery in primary health care across the country. Now we move on to other news. There's a standoff at Elsa Secondary School in Isiolo after the Board of Management and parents blocked Teacher Service Commission officials from handing over the school to its newly appointed principal. Area residents alleged that the transfer of former principal John Bosco Akale was irregular and carried out without consultation, prompting them to demand his immediate reinstatement. Here is Ian Nzive with the details.
School compound, parents and board members say they were shocked by the TSC's decision to transfer Mr. Akale without consulting the school's board of management, accusing the commission of making a unilateral decision. They defended Akale's leadership, saying the quality of education, discipline and school management had improved while maintaining strong relations with the community.
Principal anatolewa baada ya kuwa chief na kufanya mambo mazuri katika shule hii. Maana alikuta shule ikiwa na miniscore ya 2.8, akakuja to 4.5, akakuja to 5.6. Hiyo si ni achievement. Waswahili wanasema yule anafanya vizuri anafikwa pete. Kwa nini huyu anakaa kama anafukuzwa kwa shule?
Residents say that the school belongs to the community and that they helped build it from scratch and have worked closely with teachers and students to improve academic performance, further warning against politicization of the school management.
Hii shule ilianza na shida na sisi ndio tumejenga hii shule kuanzia chini mpaka juu. hakuna namna ministry inakuja ku hand over shule kwa principal mwingine, na sisi kama wazazi ambaye tumejenga hii shule hatuna habari.
Turkana community leader and pastor Samuel Okoro also raised concerns over the appointment of the new principal, claiming that her previous school in Marsabit County recorded poor academic performance, further alleging that the TSC has been transferring teachers who have performed well in Isiolo, a move he said could negatively affect students' outcomes.
Director TSC ndio anajaribu kulete shida katika mashule ya Isiolo County.
Yes.
Kwa sababu tangu alipoingia Isiolo, yeye amejaribu kulete shida ambayo iko Marsabit, mali ametoka.
Yes.
Anatoa watu wa Marsabit ambao wameangusha shule za Marsabit, ndio analeta katika shule za Isiolo County.
Yes.
Na sisi hiyo hatutakubali.
Community opinion leader and parent Agostino Lokitela echoed similar sentiments, praising Akale's professionalism and effective leadership. He urged education authorities to prioritize learners' interests over administrative procedures.
Hapa tunataka maendeleo, tunataka walimu ambao wanaperform, walimu ambao wanatoa shule from a negative deviation to a positive deviation.
Yes.
Yes. We need performance.
Yes.
Hii mambo ingine sisi hatuna haja nayo.
Ian Ziva for Lunchtime News.
Now in the political arena, Kakamega Governor Fernandes Barasa has urged political leaders in the Orange Democratic Movement to demonstrate respect for the party's leadership, citing Oburu Odinga's pivotal role as a unifying force within the party. Barasa said this after a heated exchange in Shinyalu, pitting a section of MCAs and Cooperatives Cabinet Secretary Wycliffe Oparanya, who had allegedly portrayed Oburu Odinga's party's leadership as when swayed by financial gain.
The latest controversy in ODM party emerged after remarks made in Shinyalu, Kakamega County, when Cabinet Secretary Wycliffe Oparanya and a section of members of parliament known as the G8 allegedly said the ODM party leader Oburu Odinga is politically swayed by financial influences.
Mambo ya pesa imeharibu viongozi. Viongozi anaenda hapa, anaongea jambo lingine, akisoka hapa, kwa sababu amepewa pesa, kichwa imechanganyika. Anaongea mengine kwa sababu ya pesa. Haya mambo ambayo naona saa hii, si kuona wakati wa marehemu Raila Amolo Odinga.
Kakamega Governor Fernandes Barasa condemned the remarks in what they described as detrimental to the party unity. Governor Barasa urged the politicians to demonstrate respect for ODM leadership, highlighting Oburu Odinga's pivotal role as a unifying force within the party.
Please, let's have some respect for that old man. Oburu is our party leader. Na kama uko na mambo yoyote, please wait for an opportunity ya kuchagua party leader mwingine. Lakini hivi sasa sisi as the ODM Kakamega, we are supporting our party leader ambaye ni Daktari Oburu Oginga.
Jamaa walizuia kura mara ya kwanza wakatoroka. Gavana akakuwa mtulivu. Tukafanya uchaguzi mara ya pili. Wakaitwa wakakuja. Tukawanyorosha kwa kura ya delegation. Gavana akatangazwa. Jameni, so tupatie huyu jamaa nafasi afanye kazi.
Meanwhile, the Luo Council of Elders has moved in to mediate the alleged dispute among leaders of the ODM in Kenya's western region. Led by former Minister Noah Wekesa, the elders say the gesture comes amid growing divisions within the party.
7 years from now, it will be 70 years. 70 years since independence. And we've never, apart from Wamalo Kijana, we've never had anybody else who says he wants to be president. What's wrong with a Luya or a Luo saying he wants to be president of this country? Must it be two ethnic groups? Wewe chukua hii na mimi ndachukua next year. Wewe chukua hii, mimi ndachukua next year. It is time now for people to come together.
Moving on, residents of Bombolulu Phase 2 in Mombasa County have taken to the streets to protest the alleged grabbing of community land by a private developer. The residents warn that the construction of an unplanned perimeter wall near a wetland could worsen perennial flooding in the area. Residents lament that the erection of a perimeter wall near Ziwa Langombe wetland was done without consultation or public participation. They added that the wall will block natural water channels, increasing the risk of flooding during the rainy season. Speaking at the site, village elder Phyllis Kalume said that the community has written to the county government of Mombasa and the National Environment Management Authority seeking clarification, but had received no response.
Ni jambo la kusikitisha sana kuona ziwa linajengwa bila kuhusishwa wananchi. Tuliambiwa tutachimbiwa mashimo ya maji ya kuingiza maji ndani, lakini hakuna kitu kimefanyika mpaka leo.
This is a place which should not have been allocated or grabbed, such that when people claim it's their land, who gave them? How did they acquire it? We wish to know. We have written to the county government. We have reached Neema. They don't even respond to our letters, but we continue suffering. Now, with the wall coming up, we do not know the next time it rains what we are going to do, because the rain water will now all come to our estate.
Ukuta ukijengwa ni kwamba utaziba maji ambayo yamekuwa kwanza yakiflow yakiingia kwa hili ziwa. Ina maana maji yatatapakaa tena kwa nguvu kuingia kwa nyumba zetu. Kwa hiyo sisi tunaomba kama county na Neema anza wasitisho huo mradi ambao unaendelea wa kujenga ukuta, tufanye proper public participation.
And in Kilifi County, 88 families from Mwanda Mbalamweni in the Kayafungo area of Kaloneni constituency are living in fear of eviction after unidentified people claim to be the rightful owners of their 400 acres of land. The angry residents have protested, complaining of harassment by some individuals who claim to own the land despite having a title deed issued in 2021. The residents are now blaming the Ministry of Lands for what they claim is aiding the fraud in changing the original map and later allowing the land grabbers to demarcate the land.
Chungu ambao ninausikia wa kuhangaishwa hapa na pale kwa sababu ya shamba langu. Shamba ambalo nilinunua na bwanangu kutoka kwa kijana huyu aliyesimama hapa, na nililinunua shamba hilo mwaka wa 2001 tarehe 9 mwezi wa 9. Niko na title deed yangu.
Kitu cha kuudhi ni kwamba tumewapeleka kotini watu hawa, na wakati wanaambiwa wasikanyage shamba kwa kutakuwa na status quo, wao bado wanaendelea kukanyaga shamba na hata wamefikia kuuza na kutuletea askari wenye mbwa kali.
Communities living in Marsabit County are calling upon the government to expedite the land registration process that will enable them secure their boundaries and cement a peaceful coexistence with the neighboring counties. Led by Katela Guyo, they say that despite submitting requisite land registration documents to the Land Registrar Office in Isiolo Town 2 years ago, none of them has received any feedback to proceed to the next stage. They noted that the successful acquisition of the community land title deed has also enabled them to develop their land and benefit through compensation if the government intends to undertake a project on their land, such as mineral extraction. Among the items the community submitted was a community register, a sketch of the land, bylaws to guide land use, as well as a list of natural resources within their location.
To anybody, because it's not registered. So they have begun the process whereby they called the community from every corner of the ward and marked the boundary so that our boundary will be known.
As from our end, I think we have now reached this point. We are waiting for the feedback from the government office to facilitate to fast track this process so that it can move forward. I don't know of any ward in Marsabit which has passed that stage, which is alarming because this is a large constituency, county with about 20 wards and none have reached the next stage.
Naivasha Member of Parliament Jane Kihara has challenged the government to keep its promise of supplying the town with fluoride-free water from Nyandara County as a way of addressing the issue of brown teeth and weak bones in the area. The legislature termed fluoride-free water as a better gift to residents who have for years suffered from dental fluorosis, a condition caused by the high levels of fluoride in the water consumed around the town. This comes as the MP joined two youth who had been tree hugging for 120 hours to protest the decision of locking out residents from joining uniformed forces due to their brown teeth.
When they write the requirements of the people who need jobs, their recruitment, they never indicate that if you have brown teeth, don't go for the interview. So wanaenda, wanakimbia, lakini wakifika hapa Oro, ndio inasemekana they cannot be accepted because they have brown teeth. We have seen this as a fair share of discrimination.
Sisi tuko hapa kuweza kuamua ya kwamba hili jambo lazima lisimame. Lazima maji yawe purified na chanzo cha maji ya watu wa Naivasha kiwe ambacho ni kile kizuri ambacho hakiumizi wakaaji wa Naivasha.
Wakati nilikuwa naumwa na meno, nasikia tu uchungu, nikienda mahali kwa watu wanaongea tu vibaya tu kunihusu. Unapata mtu ananiambia nikiweza muuma hawezi sikia uchungu.
Still on environmental matters, the government has been urged to invest more in sustainable grassroots agriculture to help vulnerable communities cope with climate change as drought continues to fuel hunger in parts of the country. Speaking during the launch of a sustainable agriculture project aimed at equipping farmers with climate-smart skills in Langobaya, Kilifi County, agricultural stakeholders said there is need for the government to empower smallholder farmers through modern farming as one way to reduce severity of drought.
Naomba sana serikali ikaweze kuwekeza katika mambo haya ya ukulima, hususan serikali za national government, serikali za county government. Wakati umefika sasa wakaweze kubadilisha na wakaweze kuweka focus yao kubwa katika masuala haya ya kilimo.
Still on health matters, the Kiambu County government has partnered with the College of Surgeons of East, Central and Southern Africa to train more than 80 surgeons from 12 counties and the Kenya Defence Forces on modern laparoscopic surgery. Now, the two-day training led at the Kiambu Level 5 hospital featured live surgical demonstrations aimed at equipping doctors with advanced skills that use small incisions, reducing pain, blood loss and recovery time for patients. Launching the program, the County Executive Committee member for Health Services, Dr. Elias Maina, said the county continues to invest in modern medical technology to strengthen healthcare delivery and position Kiambu as a regional training hub for specialized medical services.
We are equipping all our hospitals with state-of-art medical equipment and advanced medical equipments to ensure that our doctors are able to exploit or use their full potential in serving the people of Kiambu. We are going to have all our hospitals and our theaters connected such that every doctor, all the doctors can be able to learn from the champions. For example, Kiambu is a champion in laparoscopy, and all doctors, whether in Kiambu, in the country, and even those who are outside the country in Europe and America, they will be able to see the surgeries that are being done in Kiambu.
The experience was great, meeting with colleagues from different parts of the country. We've had reports of how laparoscopy surgeries are being done, the numbers and all that. And of course, it's good to hear that, to compare yourself, to be motivated to do more.
We have trainees from 13 other hospitals, 13 other counties who have come here, and there will be 13 senior consultant surgeons presenting at this workshop of their experience in laparoscopy since OTPAC started establishing laparoscopy in Kenya in 2019.
Well, we'll take a short break. When we return, we will have more news and updates. Stay with us.
Heard of him? The hospital's president, Mr. Congo.
Oh, hello.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Welcome to our hospital. You're very pretty.
Thank you.
But now that I'm pregnant, I'm always feeling so nervous.
Hey, don't feel nervous, okay? This is the most critical time.
Seeing this, it helps me let go of my sadness and forget my troubles.
Usman! Hey, Usman! Usman, are you okay?
With these two hands, I want to save as many children as I can.
She needs surgery.
Only you can do it.
Got the fear of missing out? Want to keep up with all the latest entertainment news and latest celebrity gossip? From the latest rumors to popping events to the newest fashion trends, here is where you get all the tea or juice when it comes to entertainment, and you get it served on time. All that and so much more on Grapevine every single Monday only on KBC Channel 1. Remember, if you did not see it on Grapevine, then it most probably never happened.
Back, you're watching a Lunchtime News. Here are the latest news in business. Now, small and medium-sized enterprises stand to gain the most from the growing data center footprint, allowing them to store and process data without the high cost of building and maintaining their own IT infrastructure. Airtel Kenya Managing Director Ashish Mulhatra says the company's 44 megahertz data center under construction in Ruiru, Kiambu County is designed to drive long-term digital empowerment by offering farms affordable access to critical infrastructure. Mulhatra says the data center will speed up innovation, lower the cost of digital adoption, and grow local tech talent.
It will give the Kenyan businesses, the SMEs, a great new facility which will help them to store data, to process data, to transmit digital information across their requirements, which is there, without having to build their own data centers, maintaining their own IT hardware, cooling systems, everything. So it basically helps them not to go and invest millions and millions of dollars or shillings in their own infrastructure where they can easily come and rent.
The government is seeking to increase rice production in the country through the construction of a major irrigation canal in Mutithi, Meru constituency, which is set for completion by August this year. Meru Irrigation Scheme Chairman Peter Shege says the project is expected to increase rice cultivation by 10,000 acres within the scheme, significantly boosting rice production in the country.
The 1 billion shillings project under the National Irrigation Authority, which is set to be completed by August this year, aims to expand irrigation in the Mutithi area and strengthen the overall capacity of Meru Irrigation Scheme.
Tungeomba tu kwa heshima serikali kupitia NIA
wakamilishe huu mpango kwa haraka, kwa sababu wakulima especially huu msimu wameenda hasara sana kwa sababu kulikuwa na uhaba wa maji.
Chege says the expansion is expected to also reduce the national rice deficit, which is currently standing at 700,000 metric tons, forcing the government to import rice to meet demand in the country.
Vile mashamba inaongezeka kule Mutiri expansions, serikali ikipanua canal, tutakuwa na double katika production within the scheme.
To overcome previous water scarcity issues, the project will heavily rely on water from the Thiba Dam, which provides a consistent water supply for both primary and ratoon crops.
Wakati hatukuwa na dam, kulikuwa na kilio kubwa sana, especially mwezi wa 9 na Januari. Lakini wakati huu, hata kama bado matatizo iko, lakini ilipungua.
The expansion project, along with other improvements such as rehabilitation of the K3 feeder canal, is expected to enhance food security and improve the livelihoods of farmers in Kirinyaga. Sylvia Gatti for Lunchtime News.
The future of mobility is speeding ahead in the United Arab Emirates with the launch of fully driverless commercial services to the public, marking a major step forward in the country's quest to transform the future of road transport. Abu Dhabi has granted permission for the first rollout of driverless public service on the city's Yas Island, a popular tourism destination known for its theme parks, with plans to gradually expand to other parts of Abu Dhabi. Here are the details of these and other stories making headlines across the borders.
Authorities in both Abu Dhabi and Dubai have introduced a series of strategies to fast-track the adoption of intelligent mobility, offering policy support and favorable conditions for research, development and the testing of autonomous vehicles. Industry analysts attribute the UAE's rise as a global hub for autonomous driving deployment to its open regulatory environment and strong capital support for advanced technologies. Favorable road conditions, advanced communications networks and high public acceptance of new technologies have also created the right environment for the speedier adoption of autonomous vehicles. The global autonomous driving systems market exceeded $30 billion in 2025 and is projected to top $700 billion by 2032. Meanwhile, museums and archaeological sites across Sudan have suffered a drain of cultural relics, which are either damaged or looted amid the ongoing armed conflicts that have persisted in the country for nearly 3 years. Official data revealed that a total of 22 national museums were damaged or robbed, and about 4,000 pieces of cultural relics have been missing in Sudan's conflict. Officials say the loss in relics has posed a grave threat to Sudanese culture and people's identity to themselves and their history. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization and archaeologists are urging the global art market not to accept relics of unknown origin from Sudan. Finally, the 2026 World Ice Art Championship was held in Sesto San Giovanni as part of cultural program. 24 sculptors from 16 countries competed in the finals, carving more than 20 tons of crystalline ice into authentic, ephemeral works of art that showcase their style, technique, and creative vision. Ice sculptures will be evaluated by an international panel over the last 2 days. As Italy makes preparations for the Winter Olympics, the championship offers a preview of how the Winter Games will celebrate sport, culture, and international collaboration.
Now in the sports arena, junior golfer Nathan Mwangi topped the field at the Sunshine Development Golf Tour at Karen Country Club after finishing first overall with 43 points in the championship, which had attracted 250 golfers. Kithenji Kiragu finished second on 42 points after countback. Now Violet Luchendo settled third with 41 points, while Joe Sang followed in fourth position on 40 points. In the gross category, Ali Mohammed recorded a leading gross score of 75 to take top honours. Edwin Komen won the sponsor category with 42 points, while Renato De Souza finished second on 38 points. The junior category was won by Shehe Omange, who returned 35 points. In the senior category, Margaret Thande claimed first place with 39 points. Bribon and Oka Swim Club emerged as the standout teams at the two-day Kiambu County Aquatics Championship, delivering commanding performances that underlined their growing influence in Kenyan swimming. Bribon's dominance was set early by 10-year-old Athena Diamantidis, who produced a mature and composed swim to win the 400-meter freestyle in 5 minutes 42 seconds. The gala attracted close to 300 swimmers who were using the championship to prepare for the upcoming National Aquatics Championship slated for next month.
Close to 300 swimmers from 50 clubs featured in the Kiambu County Aquatics Gala, the first championship of the 2026 season.
The times recorded in this gala will be used to select teams who will be participating in Kiambu Level 2 coming February 7 and 8.
In the boys 10 years and under category, Athena Diamantidis produced a mature and composed swim to win the 400 meters freestyle in 5 minutes 41.42 seconds.
So far I've swum in 50 backstroke and 100-meter freestyle, and both I felt good in both events.
Today participated in 100 freestyle and 400 freestyle. They were really great. I broke my times and got medals.
The 14 and under category was won by Oka Swim Club's Mwiti, who timed 5 minutes 16.48 seconds. The championship also offered a glimpse into the future of Kenyan swimming, with Hain Zuri of Aquashark stealing hearts in the 7 and under 50 meters backstroke. Zuri thrilled spectators with a standard performance, topping the clock at 58.38 seconds.
Today I swam 400 meters freestyle, 100 meters freestyle and 50 meters backstroke. I came first in all the events and I found them really challenging, and I didn't get any PBs.
Frederick Muki for Lunchtime News.
APS Silk, Kakamega and Iron Ladies Academy are the new Western Region football champions after triumphing during the regional finals held at the Mumia Sports Complex. APS beat PEFA FC 2-0 as Iron Ladies Academy claimed a 2-1 win over Luanda Ladies 2-1. The two winners pocketed 1 million shillings each, while PEFA and Luanda Ladies were awarded $500,000 each. The third-place teams, Nyota FC and Chekol Queens, bagged home 250,000 shillings. In rugby, Meru Rugby women's team was crowned the champion after a 34-0 win over Shiegwe Rugby to finish the competition with a clean slate, having not conceded a try. Masinde Muliro University beat Sigalala Polytechnic 19-5 to win the men's competition.
And coming back to this edition, we chose to come to Western because we wanted to try another region. It has been a good experience. We've had a good time. It's been competitive.
Now, Spanish La Liga League leaders Barcelona went on to secure 3 points by beating Real Oviedo at home 3-0 with Lamine Yamal, Rafinha and Dani Olmo adding to the score. In other matches, Atletico Madrid beat visitors Mallorca 3-0, Celta Vigo slumped to Real Sociedad 3-1 and Alaves beat Real Betis 2-1 at home. Well, we do apologise for that. That was the Manchester United inflicted Arsenal's first home defeat of the season with a thrilling 3-2 victory, throwing the Premier League title race wide open in a dramatic night at the Emirates. Matthews made a decisive impact off the bench, showcasing United's attacking depth and composure under pressure. And now on to the La Liga report, where league leaders Barcelona went on to secure 3 points by beating Real Oviedo at home 3-0 with Lamine Yamal, Rafinha and Dani Olmo adding to the score. In other matches, Atletico Madrid beat visitors Mallorca 3-0, Celta Vigo slumped to Real Sociedad 3-1 and Alaves beat Real Betis 2-1 at home. On that note, that brings us to the end of our bulletin this afternoon. Thank you so much for keeping it lunchtime news. Our sign language interpreter is Lucy Maura. I'm Jackie Meru. Enjoy the rest of the day.
I think that without proper protection, the most immediate consequences are the
Wewe, Katunge, wapi uniform?
Undercover.
Wewe, mama.
Apia nade aje sasa. Mbona mtu kujiachilia freelancer balance hii?
Nasikia nimebanwa kuanza sikia hata kupumua.
Unampigia nani magoti? Yes. Rudi pale ukatengeneze chapati.
Na ndio waamini sitakuwa nakaa hapo. Mimi mambo ya kesi nimeachana naye.
Na hiyo blouse yako ni mzuri.
Tuache madhara wewe.
Wewe nasitukanga namna hii.
Hello, fabulous ladies. Welcome to the talk show that's all about sisterhood, empowerment, and unfiltered conversation. We will be focusing on women. We believe in women.
We are really changing.
We are creating a safe space for women to connect, thrive, and share.
Just because you're a woman on a bike, you're labeled in a certain way.
It's not just a talk show, it's a movement.
When they are standing, we need to stand out.
From heartwarming tales to hilarious adventures.
They could ask me, Catherine, why are you learning?
We are turning the spotlight on women who are breaking barriers in their individual fields.
You have to have a vision.
You are the leaders of Kenya today.
Keeping it honest and relatable.
Mental health is real.
Yes.
Where there is no communication, there is no relationship.
Join the sisterhood on KBC TV for Dada's Show.
Kila mwisho wa juma kwenye runinga yako ya KBC Channel 1.
Tunakuletea Mkulima.
Ni kipindi cha kila mtu.
Iwe wewe ni mkulima mdogo, mkulima mkubwa, muuzaji au mnunuzi,
au yeyote anayenuia kuanzisha kilimo ama ufugaji.
Tunaanza kwa mbinu bora na za kisasa za kilimo, ufugaji,
fursa za kibiashara, kuongeza thamani pamoja na teknolojia za kuboresha kilimo.
Ni chakula ambao kwetu sisi inatuletea mapato mazuri, watoto wanasoma vizuri.
Mkulima Kisasa inakupa maarifa,
motisha na suluhu za kurahisisha mazao,
kuongeza kipato na kulisha taifa kwa ujumla.
Tazama Mkulima kila Jumamosi saa 10:30,
ambapo kilimo na fursa zinapatikana.
Mkulima, tuko hapa kwa ajili yako.
Got the fear of missing out? Want to keep up with all the latest entertainment news and latest celebrity gossip? From the latest rumors to popping events to the newest fashion trends, here is where you get all the tea or juice when it comes to entertainment, and you get it served on time. All that and so much more on Grapevine every single Monday only on KBC Channel 1. Remember, if you did not see it on Grapevine, then it most probably never happened. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kenya.
Wake up with Good Morning Kenya, the morning show that's got it all.
We dive deep into issues shaping our country.
Youth are a voice of a nation.
What is the next step for the young people?
Unpacking political landscape from Monday to Wednesday.
We discuss family matters.
It is very important to guard your relationship.
And for your health.
Someone doesn't wake up and they become an addict. It's in stages.
We've got you covered each and every Tuesday at 9 a.m.
Every Wednesday, it's all about the viewpoint.
A day in politics is like 1,000 years.
Unpacking the biggest stories of the week, getting you insights and getting you ready for your day.
And the package is not yet done. I get to fix your Thursday with some entertainment. Entertainment Thursday, it is.
Good morning, Kenya.
We shape your day.
Good Morning Kenya, every weekday morning on KBC Channel 1.
I'm Dr. Crystal Dilworth, a neuroscientist with a PhD from Caltech in Pasadena, California. Nurturing our bodies with food is one of the most basic human needs. But with the sharp rise in human population growth, how should we feed the hungry mouths around the world? How can science and innovation improve our ability to grow food without decimating the delicate habitats and ecosystems that make our planet special? Efficient and responsible farming practices must be part of the answer to the challenge of sustainability. But is science moving quickly enough to fulfill the needs of humanity before it's too late?
Powering the future. Confronting the world's challenges with cutting-edge solutions, medical breakthroughs, and high-tech discoveries. These are the stories of our planet. This is VOA Tech.
Agriculture takes up almost 40% of global landmass, and food production uses about 70% of the Earth's fresh water supply. Yet despite the magnitude of these farming efforts, over 820 million people globally continue to go hungry each day, and 150 million children lack daily nutrition to develop normally. A recently released study by 37 world-leading scientists suggests that a new diet for global health that favors increasing the consumption of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and legumes needs to be developed, while reducing the consumption of meat and dairy products. These scientific findings are targets to help feed up to 10 billion people on Earth by 2050. With this future in mind, we begin our look at two examples of innovative farming techniques being used in California, both created to help feed a hungry planet while keeping in mind the sustainability of natural resources, including land, water, and the safety of the workforce. With 90% of all strawberries consumed in the United States grown in California, what are farmers doing to meet the demanding needs? We'll see what this small farm is innovating to increase production yields. And later, a look at one of the largest high-tech greenhouse growers in the nation, With over 100 acres of plants under glass, it takes a group of experts working in tandem with nature to consistently grow the perfect crop in an artificial ecosystem. Oxnard, California. Francisco Flores is an agronomist with Reader-affiliated companies, the largest fresh berry producer in the world. An agronomist is an expert in the science of soil management and crop production. On this farm, instead of conventional planting of strawberries in soil at ground level, these 8 acres of crops are a test bed grown on tabletops using a technique called substrate farming, where crops are cultivated and grown in a specialized medium.
Well, it's not soil like we go and we mine some soil. This is from, if you have ever seen a coconut, the coconuts are like this. And then the white part, the flesh is tiny. So the other part, especially Sri Lanka and India, they ground it and they make coconut fiber. I can show you here. And they sell it to us. And this is how it looks. This is called coconut fibers. There are a lot of fibers right here.
Yeah. You can see it's stringy.
Yeah, exactly. And it looks pretty simple. It's actually pretty technical. So you need like professional companies to develop this product economically. This is not that someone ground it in their backyard or something and sell it to us. The good thing about substrate is that we grow in this substrate where it holds the air and it holds water. So typically, a soil can hold one of each other. So after a rain, it has a lot of water. So for the plant, it's very easy to uptake water, but it's flooded, so there is no oxygen. So that's bad. So what we get with this substrate, and you can see it has a lot of porosity, we can put as much water as we want. So for the plant, it's super easy to uptake the water.
The fibers kind of catch the water and hold it.
Exactly. Yeah. But at the same time, we have a lot of air. So we get the best of new world that in a soil is impossible.
So is that better for the plant?
Yes, it's much better for the plant. So in the soil, depending on the water, they water once a day, once every 3 days, maybe once a week. Here we water every day, and actually very often. Right now, we water every hour.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, so in summer, we water between 30 and 40 minutes, depending on the condition. So we water a lot. And then you will think, oh, that's a waste of water, right? But in the ground, maybe they water for 1 hour straight. For right now, we are watering 4 minutes. Every time we water, it's only 4 minutes.
So because the plants aren't in the ground, and I can see that there's a watering system here, are you able to reclaim the water that doesn't stick in the substrate?
Yes, we have this gather. It has a slope, and it gets to a collection point, and then we can reuse it. Because we want to drain as little as possible to save water, but we need to drain. So we measure that every day.
These are very, very well taken care of plants. Tell me about the covering.
Yeah, the tunnel is polyethylene plastic. It's wind protection. Then rain protection, that typically is not very useful in Southern California, except this year. And also this keeps the plants warmer. And that's the main purpose, to keep the plant warmer day and night.
Tabletop substrate strawberry farming has advantages. There are less soil-borne diseases to contend with, less pesticides, and sustainability is achieved through critical fertilizer and nutrient management through the water supply. So even though we're in the mud and we're on a farm, computers still control everything.
Yes. Yeah, for this system is required. In substrate, you need to water all the time. It is designed for irrigation, and it waters with the frequency I want and inject the precise amount of fertilizer and acid that we need all the time. We put all the fertilizer the plant needs, nitrate, potassium, phosphate, iron, everything. At the same time, we are watering. And also we are draining, so there is no too much salts left behind, like chlorides or sodium. And we are measuring that, and also we are measuring the acidity. And also we take sample to the lab every few weeks, because what we want this plant to be absolutely happy, to have every single element right, so she can produce and pay for all the investment.
Agronomists are still quantifying the fruit yield in substrate versus soil, but expectations are that it will be far greater. And while tabletop substrate farming adds additional upfront construction costs, there is another important reason to farm using this technique.
The main reason why it's at this height is for the harvester comfort. So right now in California, we have a labor shortage. There is not as many people who want to do the work of harvesting strawberries. It's really hard. If you have seen them working, it's like they're